and proceeds to take it way too seriously.
Mm-hmm. Well, he starts out, but he's got to do his warm up.
Yeah,
so
don't
he
want to
starts
pull a
doing
hammy.
wind sprints.
Yeah,
and they're all looking at him like he's crazy, and I'm like, that's not crazy. He's just bad at wind sprints.
How he's doing it is crazy.
He's just bad at wind sprints, but doing it is not crazy.
And then I like at the end of all of this, after like hard fouling everyone,
Yeah.
like I love where he does the pick and roll, and then he blocks him, and then he goes,
Fucking lunk alarm should go off.
Yeah, and then at the end, jumps off of Jack Black's
back and dunks the ball.
like slow-mo, breaks the rim.
And then literally does the most dated thing possible, where he quotes the basketball slogan of the time, which is, "I love this game."
And then...
Because that was a big deal back then. That was the basketball slogan. That was the NBA slogan, is, "I love this game."
Yeah. Never...
What?
I just want to... Because we're talking about basketball.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah. I was going to do it at the beginning of the show, but it has nothing to do with movies. But hey, basketball.
Yeah, we've... Well, I mean, I'm assuming everybody knows, but let's just put it out there and we'll date this show a little bit. But yeah, unfortunately, Sunday, a few days prior, Kobe Bryant passed away in a helicopter crash.
Yeah, didn't want to halt it, but I think it's important for...
It is important that we should probably talk. I mean, we do talk about pop culture, and he was part of pop culture, so I guess we should probably mention it. And it was
so the basketball involved. Yeah, jarred. I figured this is good.
It's a good place, I guess. Him and his daughter and a couple other people.
I think some of her friends.
Some of her friends and teammates, and I think one father as well. Yeah. Or father and mother, I'm not sure. They passed away in a helicopter crash, and it is jarring as hell. Yeah.
Didn't know how to handle the news.
No.
Kobe Bryant was a childhood hero of mine, as most people around my age would probably agree to. So I just wanted to I think it'd be fair to mention him.
We just want to enshrine it a little bit in our little jokey little show.
Not to jar everyone or throw everyone off, but I figured mention of basketball, NBA.
Yeah, we're kind of remiss not to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I wasn't a child when he was playing, but I was definitely a fan of his. Even though I've never been, a big Laker fan, but
So I just wanted to take the moment to show respect to where respect is absolutely due for an absolute legend.
Yeah,
so
for a man who was taken too soon.
Kobe and everyone else that was lost in that accident. So now we're going to try to jarringly transition back into
the comedy.
Thanks, Jack Black, for the boost. Never had to dunk before.
And then and then I like how he just sort of turns to him. It's just like, "Thanks for bringing your cable guy, Steven."
Yeah. I think another reason why, because they reminded me of Shaq.
Yeah.
Because Shaq broke the rim.
He did, yeah. Repeatedly.
Yeah, to the point where they had to, the rule book was about yay big, and after Shaq, it was about yay big, a lot bigger.
I think they also started reinforcing it, too.
Yeah.
Where I think the glass can't break, the rim just breaks off
so
now.
We kind of just brush his chip off. We're not friends.
Yeah, he's like...
you ruined the basketball game.
He's like, now we can't play anymore. And I'm like,
Which is like...
are you a child?
Number one. There's another rim at the other side of this court.
It really didn't seem
You were using one rim.
Yeah, it really didn't seem like you were going full court press on this gimmick, so you can go across there. Although maybe they were getting kicked out because of the glass, but I'm like, how long does the glass take to clean up? 20 minutes?
Yeah, that's the thing. You can get a janitor, maybe,
Yeah.
Either way. So he gets home, and he's got about 11 messages. I think one's from his parents, one's from Robin, and then the remaining are from Chip, slowly... getting into
madness.
Yeah, slowly more descent. Like, hey, buddy, and then just gets into a shit.
Yeah, like you heard in the intro. That is probably one of my favorite lines in the movie. Is just beep. Oh shit, which is just amazing.
Because why does he get to that point? What is that like?
I don't know. Because he fast forwarded far too many to know how he got that far. But I think it was more oh shit he didn't pick up.
Yeah,
and maybe I'm in trouble kind of thing.
So we get Steve and Robin on the date.
Yeah.
And they're all on the couch, and there's some wine.
It's a little, they did what everybody does in movies, and I'm like, it throws me off every time. Like, everyone has that one thing that they fixate on. Like, I dated a girl once who was obsessed with the fact that, and this is an American thing versus a Canadian thing, that people were consistently wearing shoes on the couch or on their bed, and it drove her insane.
Yeah.
For me, it's the fact that nobody seems to be able to finish all of the food on their plate. Anytime people are eating in a fucking movie, whatever, there's always food left on their plate, and I'm like, Man, my mom would yell at me for this shit. Yeah, well, drink I can understand because a lot of people do that, but like food on the plate is a consistent thing, and I guess it's a sort of like, well, we have to show that they've eaten, and I'm like, no, you just have the plate look a little dirty and you're fine.
Yeah,
but everybody leaves food, and it drives me nuts.
Gable's out, so can't watch Sleepless in Seattle.
And then he just sort of like nonchalantly just goes, "Well, I'm a preferred customer. The cable guy's a friend of mine." No, he's not. You blew him off.
Also,
you're a dick.
If this date is proceeding the way I'm thinking it's proceeding with the wine and all that, did we actually need Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks to help move things along? Or
well, he was still going. Well, no, actually, he hadn't told him yet. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Because the cable's out. Oh, that's okay, and then just proceed to.
I would think so. And by the way, the somewhat half plot point is he mentions that he hates his boss.
Oh, right.
You know, and that's sort
hair
of
plugs, and
that becomes a like C plot point that really doesn't lead anywhere. But I'll get to my complaints about that later.
Pages chip, and immediately, as soon as he finishes,
but no, he doesn't even finish. He doesn't even finish. Yeah. He just sort of like he's got the phone in his hand. And it's like bang, 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 and he looks at the phone, and then just sort of looks over there. You're not going to question this, like,
yeah,
even at all. Like I understand.
He looks like, wow, that was fast.
Yeah,
but I'm like, but you didn't finish.
You didn't finish calling him. Now I get it. Clearly, he figures it out real quick that he's just doing this because he is mad. Like, he's just, like, upset with Steven. So, clearly, he understands that this was all set up. Mm-hmm. But at first...
Because he figures it out as soon as he, because he has a broken cable. But the way he fixes it, he just turns it on in a fuse box. Like, ta-da!
But at first, he doesn't see that cable. Wouldn't you be like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
It's not until after he shows the cable, he's like, all right, clearly, I made him upset, and he did this because he's this asshole, but it was weird. And then he literally goes, oh, you're here. And then he goes, problem with your service? He's like, yeah, my cable's out. I'm like, motherfucker, I would question this a little bit.
You always want something from me, but I never get anything from you.
And then he's just like,
fine, anything,
what do you want?
Name it.
Anything. And he's like, Friday night, we hang out. Okay, yeah, anything you want. Okay. And he walks over. Click. Fixed.
Always with the broken cable. He's like, just...
I'm dramatic.
Yeah, I'm dramatic.
And then he takes a look at Rob. He's like, hey, get out of here. He's like, don't touch her. No matter how much you want to. Don't. Trust me.
I think it's don't even look at her.
No, I don't think he says don't even look at her, but it's like, no matter how hard you want to, don't do it.
No.
And then I guess he takes his advice.
Yeah. Then we see Chip watching the exact same movie in his van outside of the apartment.
Yeah, my guess is that's where he lives.
Which we get a smash cut into him as a child.
Yeah. And
his babysitter was the television.
Which is funny, because his mom is very inconsistent, because he's just like, she says, he's like, when am I going to get a brother? And she's like, well, that's why mommy has to go to happy hour. And I'm like, that sounds about right. And then she just sort of goes, now you just let Mr. Babysitter take care of you. And then like 30 seconds later, she goes, hey, don't sit too close to that thing. And I'm like, you'll rot your brain. And I'm like, how?
You just told him
to stay there,
and like then not this. Okay,
you're very inconsistent, drunk mom.
You just get the happy hour, mom. So we get to see, like, yes, he didn't have the best childhood, which probably leads to most of the troubles that he's in right now.
He didn't get a little brother, and now he's lonely.
So he takes Steve to the finest establishment in town.
I'm taking you to the best restaurant in town
for foodery. We get to medieval times, dinner and tournaments.
Yeah.
And he's like, I come here like once or twice a week.
He's like, I come here like twice a week.
Which, if you know the prices for medieval times,
he's got a buddy. His buddy is Andy Dick. He probably doesn't pay.
Customer,
yeah, he doesn't pay.
I'm sorry.
He gives him free cable.
The king and the knights are all preferred customers, so he probably just gets him in.
Yeah, because he gives them all free cable and he gets this free shit.
Fair enough. So they're doing their thing. They're cheering on the Blue Knight.
And Jim Carrey's going apeshit.
Yeah, comes out as the wench and, sir, can I have a fork and knife? There are no utensils in medieval times. I had Pepsi. Come on, dude, I gotta let it take this.
She's the only one making sense. Because he does ask for, like, he's like, dost thou have a ale? And she's looking at him like, motherfucker, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah.
At every single
showing
of medieval times,
there's
the one asshole who comes in as he's from that, hello there, fine wench, king, your finest ale. And
now, I believe you are intended to refer to her as wench, correct?
I don't know in 2020. I don't know.
I don't know if that's still the case, but
listen,
I know
I'll be honest with you. I haven't been in 15 years, but I've listened to podcasts that are attached to radio shows, and sometimes they have commercials.
Sure.
And they're running commercials like right now for Medieval Times where they say the king is no more and it's a queen.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
so I don't know if you can call that. Even back then, I don't feel comfortable.
I wouldn't. No.
Someone a wench.
I'm telling you, I would have never felt comfortable with it, but I know you were supposed to.
I would have said like waitress, please. Like I'm not calling you.
I would have done the same thing I call every female waitress. I always say miss.
Yeah, I'm not going to say wench.
No, that's not going to happen.
Not in fucking Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I was not going to do that in 1990. Whatever. I'm not going to do that in 2020. Yeah.
So. There's this part in the show, and it obviously didn't happen because of safety regulations.
Yes.
Where the king announces that 2 members from the audience will come and do battle for our entertainment.
He's like, do they always do this? No. They just prefer customers. He said it'd be cool if we just go in there and
go at it for
a little while. I'm like, wait, what?
Stephen Kovacs and Ernie Douglas, come on down. And they set them up in full-on knight's gear, gives them weapons and shields, and fucking go.
Yeah, and they start sort of attacking whatever, or more so...
Chip's going at
Chip's
Steve.
going at it like crazy. And Steve's like, Jesus Christ. And then, at one point in time, he pulls it and he goes, buddy, you're going to have to do something, because I don't think he's kidding.
Well, that's after they actually fight, like, hand-to-hand, and that's after the Star Trek of it all, where they hand
where he's just like, it's just like Star Trek. We have to do battle, Jim, or they will kill us both. Like, it's just... I love the fact that they match the music to it. Yeah, and it actually matches, like, well done.
To the point where...
And then he literally slashes the shit out of him.
It's like, Jesus, Chip.
Yeah.
And that's when they get on the horse, and that's where...
it was before the horse. It was before the horse.
As soon as
it was before the horse when he was in it, when he was handing him, I think, just before the horse. Like, not when he was in the horse, but it was like they had one more little hand-to-hand battle before the horse. Because then he said, just, dude, get on the fucking horse.
Yeah. I don't think he's kidding.
Yeah.
But then Stephen, ultimately, through all of this, wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does.
And Chip's happy about that. He's just like, yeah.
Because I hate to tell you this, but duels like that are fucking chance.
Yeah, they put hands up and like, look at everyone.
And then all of a sudden he's happy about this and literally says we should do this again.
Yeah, well, he gets home.
Yeah.
And then he lets, after, I guess a mandate, you let him in.
Yeah.
He goes into his fridge and like, we should do that again. We should do that like next week.
Yeah, and I'm like, they're not going to let you fight again, right?
See, like, listen, I don't know. It's been obviously a couple days since the basketball game, and I guess the Robin dig did soften Steven up a bit. But I'm like, you went from not being this guy's friend to wanting to duel him again at Medieval Times next week.
Doing battle with a man changes you, I think.
I guess so. And then he upgrades Steve because, like, I left something in your living room the other day. Can you go get it for me?
And he's like, yeah, and then it turns out he's upgraded his entire entertainment system.
Big-ass TV, big-ass
karaoke machine.
THX
quality sound that would make George Lucas cream in his pants. Which I don't even think THX is a thing anymore.
How the fuck did you get into it? Like, it obviously wasn't home, but
he just broke into him.
Jesus Christ.
It's not hard to break into an apartment.
I guess.
If you know how to pick a lock, you're good. And I'm pretty sure, considering some of the shit he does in this movie, he can pick a lock.
He's got the tools. Mm-hmm. So he then calls Chip later. Chip calls Steve a little later on to set up, like, well, because he's like, no, you got to take this all back. I can't have this.
Yeah, he's like, all right, fine.
Like, we're friends. That's enough.
Yeah. He's like, well, you've given me friendship. And he's like, yeah, but you've given me friendship too, so we're even. Deal with it. But
then he calls him from his van going like, listen, they can't come till Saturday.
Yeah, I'll get that stuff out, but until then, we should
might as well
break the cherry on this bad boy. And you don't get a say in the matter. And he's just like, I'll bring some friends, maybe some girls with butts, big ones. It's just a weird delivery.
And then party time.
Yeah, and then we cut to the party.
Where it is a
cavalcade
of weirdos.
I gotta tell you, I want to go to that party. I'm telling you right now. I wanted to then, and I want to now.
You got a bunch of old people. You got some interesting
hipster
fellows,
hipster
weirdos,
the Medieval Times guy, a cop,
a cop in uniform.
Yeah,
and they're all singing weird songs. You got some old guy singing "American Woman." And he's got some old lady backup dancers.
Yeah, it's weird but awesome.
And across the room, Steven and he's after getting off the phone with Robin, who's saying, "I'm going on a date." Well,
he's like, "What do you mean? Like we were supposed to go on a break, not with other people. You're supposed to be alone. You can't be alone with people." And she's just like, "Yeah, we can go have fun." And he's like, "Well, Jesus." So he hangs up.
I don't know how you think breaks work.
Yeah. Watch Friends.
Yeah.
It was actually